It's Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by 16-0 now, 10 KOs, junior middleweight prospect slash contender now, I guess we have to say. Xander Zayas, how are you doing, sir?
Danny, how are you, man? I'm doing great. Getting ready for the next match, September 15, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Coming off a really good win over Ronald Cruz, you were very confident going in. We spoke in the build-up to that one. What are your reflections on that big night in New York now?
Man, it was a dream come true. Something that I always wanted to do. I made it happen. It was a great fight. Somebody that was durable. He came out firing with me, got caught with the right hand, and then he stopped. He stopped engaging as much as I thought he was going to. Um, But overall, I think it was a great experience. I was able to go eight strong rounds. I finished a unanimous decision win, and overall, we just kept improving.
And how was the parade?
Man, the parade was amazing the next day. Even though I had to wake up early, I was a bit tired.
I
It was
can imagine.
amazing. The whole atmosphere. Everybody was very very happy to see me and all the artists and athletes there. It was just amazing.
And now moving on to Corpus Christi, as you said, September the 15th, Roberto
Yes.
Valenzuela. Another type of challenge. He's coming off a win, but he's mixed with some top kind of contenders at your weight. So
Yeah.
it's a good measuring stick for you, I guess.
No, for sure. It's a good test in my career. Going into my 17th fight. We needed and we wanted to start, testing myself with better opposition. And I feel like this guy has been in there with some top guys, and he's coming. He got a good record. I mean, overall, 21 wins, 20 by knockouts. He has in paper some type of power. So that gives me the challenge. Stay focused and being able to be myself at 100%, just be better every single time.
He does have power, as you mentioned there, but he's also known for durability. You know, the guys that have taken him out are good quality, and he tends to go the distance. Do you look at other prospects or contenders' results and try and better them? Is that something that you think about?
No, I feel like every fight is different. Every fight is different. Every style is different. You do look at the losses that he had and the wins that he had, and try to break down your game plan and what you want to do. But being honest, I don't want to go in there thinking, oh, I gotta get him out before the fifth round, or I gotta get a unanimous decision. I just gotta get the victory. Obviously, I want to look good doing it. I want to look smart doing it. I want to have fun doing it, and overall, just being able to keep improving inside the ring.
And where do you think a win over Valenzuela, coming off the one over Cruz as well, you've been busy this year, where does that put you on the world stage? How far away are you now from challenging for those belts?
Man, now that the weight class is in a way is gonna open up because Charlo is gonna vacate a couple titles. We are closer than we thought. I want to say 2024. I should be again knocking on those doors for a world title.
Was that always the plan? Because you said you're closer than you thought. You're still so young, and you seem to have been moved quite quickly. You know, your promoters could have been forgiven for taking their time with you, given your age. But you're moving through the ranks. It's kind of unstoppable.
Man, at the beginning of my career, and to this day, we still think the same thing. We want to take it step by step, but I feel like step by step, it's just getting closer and closer, and it's just getting faster and faster. Now in October, I'm going into my fifth year as a professional fighter, and it's just been amazing. I mean, my whole career, I've been improving every time in, and I feel like again, like you said, little by little, we're getting there, but it's a lot closer than we thought and we expected.
How do you compare what you're learning in the gym and through sparring to what you're learning in the competitive action in the ring? Is it kind of 50-50? You learning more in fights or in the gym?
Well, I feel like it's kind of like a 50-50 because in the sparrings, you want to work on things. You want to start implementing what you're going to do during the fight. But obviously in the fight, you got to adjust. You got to maybe some things that you worked on sparring didn't work in the fight, so you got to adjust to something else. So I feel like you're learning both. You want to do new things when they work, and you want to change things when they don't work, and kind of mix them all in.
And you mentioned Jermell Charlo earlier, who holds most of the major belts at 154, but he is, as you say, going up to face Canelo also in September. What do you make of that fight, and how much of a chance do you give Charlo bridging that gap in the weight classes?
Man, I feel like it's gonna be a very competitive fight. I mean, Charlo is a good athlete, tall, lanky. He also has power, but I feel like the IQ, the just everything about Canelo is gonna give him the victory. I don't want to say that it's gonna be a blowout fight, like a knockout or something, but I feel like Canelo should win that fight.
And if we assume that Jermell Charlo doesn't return to 154, he might not stay at 168, but if he comes back at a higher weight, those belts get vacated. Who do you see as the main figures now in your division? Who are your rivals?
Well, man, there's a lot. There's a lot of people. There's Tim Tszyu, Jesus
Cruz.
Ramos, Sebastian Fundora. Even though he just lost, he's still a big name. Eric Lubin. I mean, there's a lot of people in the weight class that is either coming up or is already ranked in the division, and they're just waiting for the opportunity to get a title shot.
You must see it as a great opportunity for you because, as you said, someone like Fundora's already lost, Lubin's already lost. These guys have been tested at the highest level and in some cases found wanting. You're untouched at the moment. It must be a great opportunity. You're the man on the way up.
Yeah, man. I feel like they're moving me the right way. I'm taking every step necessary for whenever I have to step in the ring with those guys. I already had the experience of fighting somebody with their style. So overall, I feel like you said, I'm the untouchable one, and I'm gonna continue to be that way till I become a world champion.
And given how young you are, if you do win that world title in 2024, do you see yourself going through the weights? Because you've certainly got the youth to be able to. Have you got the frame? Have you got the size?
For sure, I feel like after I win a title at 154, it'll be enough for me to move up. I don't feel like I'll be able to become undisputed at 154 because of my growing and my growth spurt. I mean, I'm only turning 21 in a month. So I feel like once I win a world title at 54, I would definitely move up to 60, 68, maybe 75.
Anything you're particularly looking forward to about turning 21? I'm assuming, you're not going to suddenly become a big drinker being an athlete, but anything you're looking forward to about turning into a man, quote unquote?
Man, being honest, no, I just want to continue living my life, having fun with what I do, enjoying my family, enjoying the people that I love, and just keep making my mom and my dad proud. That's all. That's what it's all about.
And how will you celebrate if all goes well on September the 15th? Because you had, the Puerto Rican Day Parade the next day last time in New York. This time it's in Corpus Christi and it's not the same time of year. How will you celebrate this time?
Well, I feel like after the fight, I will have a birthday and a win, kind of like a victory lap. I'm gonna go probably to Puerto Rico and just enjoy time with the family and my friends that I have over there, and just try to relax for a little bit before I get called for another fight.
I'm going to ask you a tough one, but one that I should have asked you perhaps the first time we spoke. Big debate about who is the greatest Puerto Rican fighter of all time. Obviously, there's shouts for Felix Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, and a number of others. Not necessarily who's the best, but who's your favorite?
My favorite is Miguel Cotto, but it's a really good debate. I mean, they were all great at their own time when it was their time to shine. They were the best to ever do it for the island. And in boxing history, they're there. I mean, Tito, Macho Camacho, Miguel Cotto, Ivan Calderon. I mean, everybody was there and they're in the boxing history. So it's a really hard debate. But for me, Miguel Cotto is my favorite.
Good to know. Well, I want to wish you the very best of luck for September the 15th. I'm sure you won't need it, but it never hurts. And let's catch up again afterwards and talk about the next step on the journey.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Danny. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Same to you. All right. Thank you very much. And we'll speak soon. Take care.